Hello everyone, Fluffy here. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's the same day as my vlog too. It took forever to upload. Matter of fact, it's processing into YouTube right now. I upload it and then you process it and then you edit it because I use the YouTube editor. And once you do that and try to get it ready to view, it does another upload or something. And that's what it's doing now. So the only thing left to do before I make it public is to try to figure out how to do that thingy on top where you can add something. And I want to put my friend Martin's channel on there. He's done it for me twice, and the only reason I haven't is because I haven't learned how. So I'm going to quit being so chicken and give it a try. I think I found the little tab where it looks like the upside down exclamation point. I guess I for information, and I think I can do it there. So hopefully I've put the link in the description for his channel, but I'm going to see if I can't get it up on that little thingy. So Martin, I'm going to try. I love you to death, and I want to promote you too. So anyway, what I have tonight is it's kind of repetitive. So if some of y'all don't want to watch me eat this because you watched it in a no talk, the only thing different is I don't have the udon noodles, but I had bought 2 packages of these egg rolls from the store, and 4 of them I ate at the no talk, and then I have fresh kimchi and some rice with tamari on it. That's that sauce. Like I told you, this stuff's expensive, at least in my book it's expensive, but it's like very, very dark soy sauce, and it's so good. It has such good umami in there, but I don't cook with it because it is a small bottle. I just use regular soy sauce for that, but this is real good to mix, and that's on the white rice, and then I have some soy sauce with some rice wine vinegar in there to dip the egg rolls. I couldn't really talk about the meal on the no talk because I hate whispering. I mean, I whispered to say that it was good and that I'd be buying these again, but I'm a big mouth, loud mouth, so I really have a hard time whispering, and I don't want to people watch no talks to relax, and so I didn't want to, be all loud. And for those of y'all that did watch the no talk, I apologize for my wife. She has this, I don't know if it's habit or because of her allergies, and we have dogs, but it's been before we even had animals, where she clears her throat a lot, and she can control it to some degree, but it's such a bad I brushed my hair. It still looks like a busted can of biscuits. So you could hear her clearing her throat, and she's like, but you cleared your throat. And I'm like, yeah, but they're listening to me. Anyway, and then at one point, we have a Roku, and it's really cool because the remote control, it's got a place for earphones, and it came for earphones, so she was able to watch TV, but then she multitasks, and she was watching TV, but then she was on Facebook on her phone, and she screwed up and pushed it, and she was music from a video. Oh, I was hot. I don't know if you kept seeing me look at her and shake my head. I told her. She got offended, but I told her from now on, unless you're asleep or at work, I'm not doing no talks anymore. Home's chick cannot be quiet. I love her, but she can't be still. So anyway, so this is just a repeat of that, but now I can at least talk about the food. Oh my God, this kimchi is so fresh. I'm sure you hear it crunching, and I love it. The only time I can eat it this way with just the kimchi and rice is when it's super fresh. When it starts to get to sour, I can eat a little bit of it at a time like that, but sour kimchi is best when you cook it, like in kimchi fried rice or the kimchi soup or anything like that. It's excellent for it. I have regular ice water. We have lemons, but I was too damn tired. I didn't think I was going to have this. I had cereal with my vlog, and I feel a lot better after that nap and just chill out and not do anything. I straightened up the living room a little bit. Oh, shame on me. Here are the egg rolls. They're pork. My wife likes egg rolls, but I had planned on doing it when she wasn't home. So I bought pork, and she don't do pork, but we have some frozen chicken mini egg rolls in the freezer, so I took some of those out, and I'll probably cook it for her when we get home. But when she gets home, we got to go to the grocery store. Thank God for 24-hour grocery stores. Here's the kimchi and the rice with a little bit of tamari. That is so good. I forget to do that sometimes, and it's not on purpose. I apologize. So, anyway, I did that vlog earlier today. What time was it? I don't know, but after I did it, it must have been about 4:30 because I had the lines from the pap machine on me, so it must have been when I got up from my nap. Went to bed at 5, woke up at 10:30, stayed up till the wife went to work, chit-chatted with my niece again on online, and we had a good talk, and then I did the vlog real quick. And then I didn't think I was going to eat again, and I kept sitting there going, golly, I could eat something. And I thought, oh my God, I cannot believe that I have kimchi in the house and I haven't been tearing it up. The no talk was the first time that I had broken into that jar of kimchi. And I bought it Friday, I think. So, anyway, I thought I've still got those egg rolls. And these are the brand from the grocery store. I was telling you about HEB. And they're in the fresh meat department. They're not frozen. So, I wasn't sure how they do if I decided to freeze them. So, they're about $5 for 4. I think I have to check it again. What do you think? Is that a good price? They're pretty big. I was in a hurry, so I didn't fry them as hard as I did during the no talk, but they're still good. They're cooked. So, y'all, I wanted to talk about something that always it always upsets me because I have no control over it, and I know that family and friends think I can. My sleep patterns are always very screwed up. I mean, I've always been a night owl as far as I can remember. When my wife and I worked at the mail facility, the mail prison, we were on nights, 6P to 6A. On our days off, the kids were at that age where, we didn't have to really care for them. So we kind of stayed in our same schedule so it wouldn't be so hard going back to work because we worked 4 on and 4 off. So I've always been a night owl, but since my fibro has gotten worse, my sleeping patterns are real screwed up. Sometimes I can revert back. I'll get so exhausted that my body can revert back to what the average person does, what your body was really made for, up during the day and sleeping at night. And anybody that works night work knows that you need more sleep being up all night than you do if you were sleeping at night and was up during the day, because you're going against your body's natural clock. That's a given. So then when you have fibromyalgia on top of that, where you get bad insomnia, it's really hard. Well, I've been on the regular schedule. I've been going to bed about midnight or so with the wife. And granted, I would get up like 3 hours later, have to stay up for a couple of hours because my body had to re-relax. But then I was able to go back to sleep and get up about 10:30. There were a couple of times that I got up at 7, didn't want to, but my body just couldn't go back to sleep. So my daughter had to fly out Monday morning at 6 o'clock, and I think I kind of mentioned it in the vlog. My daughter had to fly at 6, so we had to leave our house about 4:45. We're not very far from the airport, but to get there, security and all that. So I could take her. So because I have a hard time, we decided she never sleeps right before her flight. So I decided to stay up, and I was kind of concerned about that because it was going to throw me back into my up all night and sleep all day pattern, which totally kicks my ass. But you do what you got to do for your children. Well, Saturday, I told you, we went to my mom's house, and she made hot chicken for my daughter. And then on Sunday, we decided to go out to eat, and we took my mom with. So one of those 2 days, I had found out last week that a long, long time friend of my mother's passed away. Knew her over 35 years, and my mom didn't have a lot of friends, but this was like her best friend. Battling cancer, all that, and she finally passed away. So this past Monday, they were going to have a memorial for her, and my mom and I talked about it either Saturday or Sunday. I really can't remember. And I asked what time it was for, and she said 10 a.m. And I told my mother, Mom, that's so early. I said, I'm going to try. And she already started making that face that she gives me. And I told her, said, giving my sleeping pattern, it shouldn't be a problem. However, and I explained about my kid, her granddaughter, and needing to be there for her. Well, sure enough, I knew what was going to happen and that I was afraid was going to happen. Maybe I psyched myself out, but come Monday, no, it was Tuesday, because Monday she went to out of town, so the service had to have been Tuesday. So Monday I stayed up all night. I took my daughter to the airport, all of that. She got off fine and everything. Well, come Tuesday, I was very, very tired, especially having to stay up all night for the first time. And I'd have been in this good sleeping pattern for a good week and a half, which is unusual. It only usually lasts 3 or 4 days before my body itself just trips me up. But I woke up at 9:30. Service is at 10. My mother would not have been happy if I'd have strolled in there throwing clothes on as I was getting in the car, looking like, what do I always call myself? A busted can of biscuits in that service. The lady was a very well-known teacher at the college, professor at the college. I knew the place was going to be packed. And there was, even if I were late, I didn't know how long it was going to last. Was I going to have a place to sit? You know, all those things we talked about in one of my first few videos. So at 9:30, I'm like, there's just no way. Well, my son calls and says, texts me, are you coming? And I didn't see that till later because I had my phone on silent. Come to find out, both my sisters went. My son and his wife went. And I was the only one who didn't show up. So later on in the day, because I think I ended up having to nap again, I called my mom to see how she was doing, make sure she was okay after the service. And I could tell she was kind of cold on the phone. It was okay. My mom does that when she's not happy. I try to ignore it. She's 74. You got to give them some kind of leeway, you know. And then she tells me, where were you? I know, Mom. You said you were going to come. It's unappealing. Lose a lot of hair. There we go. I said, no, Mom. I told you that I would try. And I'm very sorry, but I didn't wake up till 9:30. Oh. So then I changed the subject, and, you know, she talked about everything that had happened and all that. But, y'all, and I'm trying real hard not to cry here because it really does upset me, and you fibro warriors know. Do they not know that I don't do it on purpose? Do they not know how much it hurts that you can't make a gathering because of your condition? I would have loved to have gone. I liked Miss Laney. She was very good to my mother. She was very good to my daughter. You know, she knew me before I got pregnant and had my daughter. Now I feel like I'm gonna be on the shit list because I didn't go. My mother's known me for 53 years. You know, didn't she know that I would have gone had I been able to? How about y'all? How many times have you let your family down in their eyes? When all it is that your body's being an asshole. No, you can't control that. I've just been thinking about it all week, and it's just one more time. My sister posted something about her sister-in-law, her husband's brother's wife, has cancer, and they're doing some kind of fundraiser, not this weekend, but next weekend, and it's only $5, and it's a barbecue. It's a barbecue plate, and they have raffles and stuff, and it's to raise money for her. And it's at 3 o'clock. And usually I just don't comment on it because if I don't make it, you get the, oh, I knew you weren't going to make it. Really? It's like you don't even know. Just because they don't have it, But I said $5 is not too much to ask for a fundraiser. It's at 3 o'clock, and I said, and I will try to make it, and I put the try in capital letters. And I said it's so hard to plan stuff like that in advance because my body's an asshole, and it is. Stress is one of the main factors of what aggravates fibromyalgia. There's a lot of them, but stress is right up there if it's not the first one. And I've been thinking about Tuesday, you know, and I guess that's what's got me down, and I just hate it because I don't like being unreliable. It's one of the things that bothered me when I was being diagnosed with fibro as far as my job went. I know a lot of officers were very frustrated when I talked about that maybe in my first video, and first video was crap, so maybe nobody saw it, but I like to be able to be counted on. In my younger years, I had my daughter. I was the turn-to person with my mom. And as I've gotten older and this bullshit I've got has gotten worse, that's become less and less. And I feel bad because, my mom's up in her years and she needs me. So it's not like I want this crap. So, enough of that down in the dumps crap. Let's do some cheerful shit. What kind of stories y'all have to tell me? I tell stories all the time. I was saying in my vlog that I had got a comment from a viewer. It was more of a critique. It wasn't a complaint. The person was kind. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind critiques as long as it's kind. About my volume. So I've got a mic coming. It should come in tomorrow. Hopefully. I paid extra to have it this week instead of next week. To help with, I think it was the chewing sounds that they didn't hear because I replayed the no talking. You could hear the crunch of the egg rolls, even the crunch of the kimchi, but maybe it's the chewing part that I couldn't hear. So hopefully the mic will pick that up, and I won't do a no talk until I can figure out the new mic. I don't want y'all to anticipate a good video, and then you can't hear one of the things that you clicked play to hear. So been kind of watching some other new mukbangers. I mean, I watch the ones that everybody watches. Mommy Tang, she's finally back from Jamaica. Kimmy, Tien Lee. Finally, Tien posted a video after like forever. Ben Dean, things like that. But I started watching a few other ones. And I'm a believer that, it's your mukbang. You say and do what you want in them. Some people like it, some people won't. Same thing with me. I've got a few dislikes on my thumbs down. I wish they'd tell me why, but they don't have to. That's their prerogative. But, I curse on here, my niece, because I don't ever really want to offend anybody. I got a potty mouth. I mean, I worked in a prison. Please, I've heard things. I've been called things that, would probably make a hooker blush. But you got a big nose and you're fat in the penitentiary. The inmates are going to jump on that. But there's a lot of cursing on some of the other channels. And I mean, not just every now and again. You know what I mean? I mean, I cuss on here every now and again. I say bullshit or whatever when I'm making a point of a story or whatever. And I use the F word in my real world, not my virtual world, but in my real world. Excuse me, I use the F word. Now, it depends on who's around me. I won't use it in front of my mother. I really have. My brother-in-law's partner, he doesn't like cursing at all, so I learned not to cuss around him because it's not proper. And like I said, you want to talk about D's and V's on your channel or whatever, some of them get crazy with it, and I don't know. And I don't want anybody who, if you know who I'm talking about, to try to dog me out of my channel. Like I said, I'm not saying any names, so you can assume who I'm talking about. I'm just having a conversation. People can dog me. Golly, she makes those videos and you can't even hardly see her eyes, and then she's constantly touching her hair, or she sniffs all the time. I mean, everybody can critique everybody. It's just an observation. I mean, what do you think? I don't know. Even Kimmy doesn't cuss that much. Every now and again, Mama Tang doesn't cuss at all. I think one time I heard her say it, but because of her children, and she's got, she's very popular, so I don't feel like you have to cuss to be popular. I don't know, because I cuss, and that's kind of hypocritical, and I guess the F word is what bothers me so much. And a couple of them have kids around. I don't know. But then I think, do I use the F word around my kids? Probably. I don't know why it bothers me. Maybe because it's on a video show that everybody watches. I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just rambling. Oh my God. Marty made some beef jerky, which reminded me, I haven't had made beef jerky in like forever. And now the humidifiers or the dehydrators are so nice and compact. Marty has an awesome one. I bought one of the first dehydrators that they ever had, because I used to be a QVC addict. I had their credit card, and I charged it all up, and then at tax time I paid it off, charged it up again, finally was able to pay it off, and I had to cut them up. I had to quit watching, especially their silver days, their silver jury days. But they had those dehydrators, and mine is like, it doesn't have the fan on it, and it's got the round trays. It looks like this big old tower. It's got 7 or 8 trays, and you just have to pull it off its top one to the bottom, reverse them so it's near the heat. And it works really well. I get beef jerky within about 24 hours, but It doesn't have the fancy fans on them anymore, but it's been forever since I've used it. I don't even know if it works anymore. But anyway, his, he said, was flavored in Jamaican jerk. You can see the beef jerky on his vlog or his, not a mukbang, so his video entitled Yummy. The one before that, he actually mixes the stuff, but it's a secret recipe, so he doesn't tell you what's in it. But on the Yummy one, he shows you that he's already put it on the drying racks, and then he shows you what it looks like when it's done. So check that out. It looked really yummy. Was it the Yummy one? Marty, I'm losing my mind. Like, I thought you hadn't posted a video in 5 days, and it had only been 2 days. Oh, no. One of the last 3 that he did. You can see the beef jerky. What the hell? Just watch all 3 because you're going to like him anyway. So, I love him and his husband. They're very sweet people. And his wife, his mama is gorgeous. She's just stunning and makes me sick because she's got a son his age and she looks like she looks. She's just stunning. I saw an article, and I'll read it so I can have some more information for you fibro warriors. Now, I have shorts on, you see? Because we're going to go to the store, and these are not riding up like Daisy Dukes. They come down here when I stand up, but I thought they shouldn't ride up too much. So, yes, I've been paranoid ever since that day. I thought, oh my God, people are going to think I was half naked on there. But anyway, something about some new information about fibro having to do with the gut. You know, we can get what's called leaky gut, and I've heard about it. There's a supplement you can take, and I don't remember what it was, and I took it for a while, and it seemed to help a little bit. I'll bring up something that explains leaky gut more, or I'll read it again so that I can explain it better in another video, but according to kind of the first lines of the article, then you have to click on it to find out something about it, but I didn't check to see if it said suggested post on the top, because you really can't rely on those you cannot rely on those because suggested posts are advertisements so they can sell something. And, you know, not everybody is truthful. And I'm not saying, because you company people that may watch this and, oh, we'll sue because no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it's a suggested post, y'all are trying to sell something. So I'll double check that, and then I'll see what the article has to say, and I'll let y'all know about it. And you can make your own determination about is it true or not. Because I really don't know. But it sounded interesting. Of course, at this point, it's all a guess. All a guessing game. All I know is I don't have to take a pill I would love a pill that just cures it. All I'm asking for is a pill that makes me more reliable. Ow! Look at that splinter. Well, it's my fault. These are to-go chopsticks, but they're the fancy ones that are bigger and thicker. You know, you don't have to pop them apart. I wanted to get a permanent chopsticks, but Omar didn't have them. All they had were disposable ones, and for the most part, I like those. Just use them once and throw them out. They really don't fit well in the dishwasher. They float in the bottom, and mess up the work, so it's just easy to throw them out. So I've been washing these by hand, and I've had them a while. I poke my lip. But anyway, what would y'all like to see me eat next? Just let me know. I know Miss Mona asked me about Cheesecake Factory macaroni and cheese balls. I told her I would look it up because Macaroni Girl's too far away. Macaroni Girl. Cheesecake Factory is too far away. But if I could find a recipe, and Miss Mona, I'm sorry, darling. I suck. I haven't looked it up, but I will. And if it's easy enough to make, I'll do it. I've never had them, but mm, my jaw funny. Looks like this one's fatter than this one, no? The other one, the vlog, I was leaning like this. So what happens to your fat? It's just I noticed that. Oh my God! Look, it's a tumor. Start leaning this way, is it? Another camping story. I went camping one time, and my oldest nephew, it's one sister that has the 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. The girl's the niece in Louisiana. Her oldest brother, my oldest nephew. We were all camping, and he went fishing. And he had been fishing for hours, refusing to give up. So finally, he catches a fish, and it's late into the evening, and we're doing the campfire, and we've eaten, but he was so proud of it. So, no, Peter, don't come after me. I was young. That's stupid. They'll never let me live this one down. Told you, Mexican families. But he was so proud of it, and I wanted him to eat it. So what I did, what he did, I didn't gut it or anything. I took the fish and put it on tin foil, shoved butter up its gills, wrapped it, and threw it in the fire. The sucker was still alive. No, y'all don't unsubscribe me, please, please, please. I'm laughing about it because the kids laugh about it. I realize how bad that sounds, how cruel that sounds, but in my mind, it's as bad as stabbing the fish to gut it. I mean, you don't wait till the fish dies. Anybody that goes fishing knows that. But the kids couldn't eat it after that. My nephew tried, but they won't ever let me live it down. And needless to say, I never did that again. But it's one of those long lists of things that your family doesn't let you to live down. So, but it was fond memories because I did it with my niece and nephews, and my daughter. So that was a lot of fun. Ooh, kimchi. I didn't show you one close up, did I? Look at that. That lady was mad when she made it, but it is so good. Um, like I said, this one, according to the label, it's got anchovy in it. I don't taste the fishy. That's why I would have swore that it was vegan. Who knew? Wife got her state retirement system sends every once in a while. It used to be once a year, but I guess not anymore. I hadn't gotten one in a long time. It's a statement of earnings where it tells you 3 dates that you can retire, and if you retire on this date, you'll get this much a month if you retire this date. And I think corrections officers has to follow the rule of 70, and non-security has to follow the rule of 80, where your age and your years of service added together have to add up to 70. And she's with the old rules that if you retire after 10 years, provided the numbers match, then you get free health insurance forever. And new officers that are coming in, no. I think they get a reduced amount or something, but it's not free. So she's kind of fortunate there. Well, she thought she had at least another 10, 12 years to do. She's been a little disgruntled lately with her job. And, we got supervisors that don't always do right by you, coworkers. You got them. You all know, if you got a job, you know what I'm talking about. So 12 years seemed very daunting to her. It would to anybody who is really not happy with their current situation as far as work goes. But that doesn't mean she's not grateful. She is grateful she's got a job, because people don't have a job. You know, she was very lucky that she has a job to gripe about. You know what I mean? But according to the paper, she can retire much earlier than that. I mean, it's not around the corner, but it's not as long as she thought. So we just started talking about plans. Do we keep the house? This is like a really big house. It's like 1,800 square feet. It's 4 bedroom. It's just she and I. Of course, my daughter lives here, but I told you that's only so she can stash some money. She could go at any time that she felt, well, I really, I love y'all, but y'all are too old. I got to do something. No, she wouldn't do that. But you know what I mean. She's in her 30s. So I'm not in a position where I can keep up the house like I should. That's why we have that housekeeper come every other week, and my wife works all the time. And as we get older, you know, could we handle this house? And I mean, if I really had to admit it, no, we can't. So I agreed that when she retires, that we'd make arrangements and find something smaller. I'd love those tiny houses, but I, excuse me, I love my soaks, and every tiny house you see doesn't have a bathtub, and I'm just not willing to do that. You better set me one outside and not give a shit that I'm flashing the neighbors getting it out of that daytub. But I love those tiny houses. Those are really cute. We do need to purge. A lot of this crap we have in this house, you open a drawer and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen this since we moved in. We've been in this house 8 years. That's sick. That is sad. So we've been talking about purging. It's just getting up the energy or finding somebody that will help us. We're hoarders, I think. We keep the area people see non-hoarded. We can walk in and out of our rooms. It's like a lot of people. Your garage is full. You know, closets are full. They have things in there that you stack away because you may need it. And what do those people tell you? If you haven't touched it in 6 months or a year, you really don't need it. So that's true for us. So we just need to start purging and getting ourselves ready to make that move. And planning about what's going to go on in the future is scary and exciting at the same time. We talked about my channel and the hopes that I have for this channel. And so I'm really excited about that. That's why I did two videos in one day. I hadn't, I don't know when I did my last video. My no talk was Monday? Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday. That's when I got mad for clearing the. Damn it. Maybe it was Monday. Anyway, I think it was Monday. But so I'm excited, trying to do more. Happen until I get the microphone, and if I get that crap to work, you know. But anyway, it's 40 minutes now, and I'll go ahead and stop. I've done practically a 50-minute before, and now I'm just kind of rambling. So um, anyway, sorry for the blues in the beginning. I just get passionate about some things sometimes, and you know, with fibro, you warriors know, you know, emotions come and go. I mean, hell, I watch a commercial and it just wells up, and I don't get it. So you know, but y'all have a good rest of the evening. It's 9:45. The wife will be calling soon, and then we'll be going to the store. Thank God for 24-hour Walmart. But anyway, God bless you all. Um, Positive vibes to everybody. Marty, Nikki, I hope you're doing well. Marty, I hope you had a good first day at work. Um, Nikki, take care of him, but I know you do. And Miss Mona, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Much love to you. Gentle hugs. And to all your warriors, gentle hugs. Thank you so much to all my subscribers and viewers. I hope I'm making you happy with the videos you're seeing. Please respond and comment. I'm really open to suggestions and comments. Just be kind. And I love everyone. Thank you so much. God bless and positive vibes. Bye.